Marriage is supposed to be built on trust. For years, I believed I had that with my wife, Emily. We'd been married nearly a decade, built a home together, and had a little boy who was the center of our world. To everyone else, we looked like the perfect couple. But behind closed doors, things weren't what they seemed. I started noticing the little signs first. Emily was always on her phone, smiling at texts she wouldn't let me see. She started dressing up more for girls' nights than she ever did for our date nights. And she became distant, emotionally, physically, like she was living in another world. When I asked her what was wrong, she snapped back that I was paranoid. "Don't be dramatic," she'd laugh. "You're imagining things." But my gut told me otherwise. That's when I decided to find out the truth. I bought 2 small hidden cameras and placed them around the house, one in the living room and one in the kitchen. Nothing invasive, just enough to see what was happening when I wasn't home. Then I waited. It didn't take long. Just a week later, while I was supposed to be working late, the cameras caught her. Emily walked in with another man, not just anyone, but a coworker she had told me was just a friend. They kissed in my kitchen. They sat on my couch, laughing, drinking, touching, and then they disappeared upstairs. I can't describe the feeling in my chest as I watched the footage. Rage, heartbreak, betrayal, all boiling into one cold realization. My wife had been lying to me for months, but instead of confronting her right away, I planned my revenge. First, I copied every second of the footage onto multiple drives. Then, I gathered bank records, phone logs, and even screenshots from a tracking app I had installed on her phone. Piece by piece, I built an airtight case. Then came the night of my revenge. Emily thought she was planning a small get-together with friends and family at our house. What she didn't know was that I had my own presentation ready. When everyone arrived, I stood up and said I had something to share. Emily looked confused, but I pressed play on the TV. The footage rolled. The room went silent. And there, in front of her parents, her friends, even our son's godparents, was Emily, caught red-handed on camera with her coworker, her face drained of all color. She tried to rush to turn it off, but it was too late. Everyone had seen it. Gasps, whispers, her father yelling her name in disbelief. The humiliation was complete. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "You told me I was paranoid. You told me I was imagining things. Does this look imaginary to you?" She broke down sobbing, begging me to stop, but I was done. In front of everyone, I announced I'd already filed for divorce, that I had evidence, and that custody of our son would be mine. Then I walked out, leaving her in tears and surrounded by the people whose respect she had just lost forever. The divorce was swift. With the footage and documentation, the judge had no sympathy for her. I kept the house, custody of our son, and the majority of our savings. Emily? She lost everything, her reputation, her marriage, and even her relationship with her parents, who were disgusted by what they saw. As for her co-worker, his wife also got a copy of the video. He ended up divorced too, his career in ruins after word spread around the office. Now, years later, I'm raising my son in a stable home, free from lies. Emily lives in a small apartment, working long hours just to get by, and every time she looks at me during custody exchanges, she's reminded of that night. The night she was caught red-handed on camera and exposed in front of everyone. That was my revenge.